The titan Prometheus, whose name means foresight, shaped the first humans out of mud and formed them in the image of gods. But Zeus decreed they were to remain mortal and worship the inhabitants of Mount Olympus from below. However, Prometheus envisioned his crude creations with a greater purpose, and so he scaled Mount Olympus to steal fire. He hid the flames and brought it safely down to the people. This gave them power to harness nature for their own benefit and ultimately dominate the natural order. Following Prometheus' footsteps, in 1907, Belgian-American chemist Leo Baekeland invented Bakelite, the first real synthetic mass-produced plastic. Cheap, sterile and convenient, it changed our whole society.
Plastic is a miracle material, and what makes plastic so convenient in our day-to-day lives also makes it ubiquitous, resulting in one of our planet's greatest environmental challenges. While we would expect that imposing a ban on single-use products would result in environmental benefits, there is no actual data that supports this statement.
Although some countries have reported a decrease in the use of such products, others have reported an increase in plastic waste. It is concerning that countries that have imposed a ban do not have information available to determine the effectiveness of the measures they have put in place.
Of the countries that have introduced bans and levies to curb single-use plastic waste, the main problem appears to be a lack of enforcement and a lack of affordable alternatives. The latter has led to the cases of smuggling and rise of black markets for plastic bags, or to the use of thicker plastic bags that are not covered by the bans. This has increased environmental problems in some cases.
Some of the substitutes we use for plastics have higher environmental impact in other ways. We're left with complex process of trade-offs. Everything has an impact somehow, and it's hard to find the right balance between them. Plastics also help solve problems we don't have very good answers for at the moment. For example, 1/3 of the food produced globally is never eaten and ends up rotting away in landfills, where it produces methane. And the best way of preventing food from spoiling and avoiding unnecessary waste is still plastic packaging.
Imposing a ban on single-use plastics without bringing people on board will not work. There would be too much resistance. Plastic pollution is a complex problem, and the bottom line is, as long as we don't address plastic pollution from a global perspective, we will not solve it.
With fire, humans could care for themselves with food and warmth, but they could also forge weapons and wage wars. Prometheus' flames acted as a catalyst for the rapid progression of civilization. Furious, Zeus imposed Prometheus to an eternal brutal punishment. However, Prometheus never expressed regret at his act of rebellion. Plastic isn't the problem, it's what we do with it. And that means the onus is on us to be far smarter in how we use this miracle material.